Paul Doolin, thanks very much for joining us on aircom.net. Talk to me a little bit about your pre-season following up from last year.
Yeah, well, to be honest, games-wise, we've only had two, Sean, to be honest. We went away to Spain for a week and we played Vista Krakow. We were well beaten, beat us 4-1. First game out, I think, probably Monday, competitive game. We've had 3 since the 9th of November. So, all in all, you know, pre-seasons, the way I look at it is you could win every game and you start off in the league, you're not good. You could lose every game, you start in the league, you're doing well. So the main thing I think with pre-season, the way I view it is trying to get people, I wouldn't even say physically, you need to be, but also get your mind going again, being away from football. So all in all, it hasn't been bad, you know, with the result on Monday.
Do you think you have enough games under your belt?
Well, we last year we played 2 games in Spain and 1 against Dundalk, 3. So, same this year.
You're hoping for the same again this year,
Well, I think, as I said, sometimes you play a lot of games. The pitches aren't great at the moment. It's not easy to get games, you know. So I never really get too uptight about not having a lot of games, and that's being honest.
What happened in Spain? What did you do? You played a couple of games?
Yeah, we played Vista Krakow, Polish. They're leading the Polish league at the moment by 10 points. They're a good side, and they'd been there for 2 weeks prior to us. They'd been back probably the 5th of January, and they were sort of probably getting ready. I think the start of their second half of the season was the 22nd of February, and they were moving very well now, I have to say. They played well. We did quite well in the first half, but all in all, we were well beaten on the day, Sean. Second game, we were due to play against Dynamo Moscow. I'm not sure if you're aware, when you're arranging pre-season games, you book your trips. You have a match fixing agent, the UEFA licensed agent, who arranges your games. And I think that was their 3rd year to go. Pitch was perfect, probably the best pitch we've had. And Dynamo Moscow came up and said no, they weren't going to play there. The pitch wasn't good. So I think it was just because they wanted to play Dynamo Kiev. They were down around the area that they were in. So we were disappointed not to get that game, you know. And I think the club are following it up, and I think they're right to too, you know.
So players-wise, what can you do?
Well, you just have to train. We trained, and you know that was basically what. Just like what I said to you a few minutes ago. I don't get too caught up about not having games. We're a full-time club. As I said, we played the other night and played quite well for the first competitive game in 3 months. So all in all, as I say, we've trained, done our normal things, and
you're up there to be got at now. Everyone's getting gunning for you.
Well, I think everybody's been gunning for us for 3 years, so it doesn't really make any odds at the moment, Sean. You know, we've won the league. Maybe that adds a little bit more to it, but I think that's the way it's been for 3 years at Drogheda. It's been great for us though the last couple of years. You know, like the club, the team, we've all progressed, and that's what we wanted to do from the outset. Now, we know it'll be tough again this year, but sure, that's what we're in it for.
So you're looking forward to it, but everyone's kind of putting you and Cork. Who else is up there with you?
Yeah, well, I think you've hit it there. You'll have Pats, you'll have Bows, you'll have Cork, you'll have Derry. Shamrock Rovers this year might stay the course. They've signed some players. I think the Dublin clubs have spent a lot of money on their teams, which is great, because that's what I feel that you need in the league. You know, I'm not one of these managers that say, oh, I've no money. I think those people, they shouldn't be involved in a professional game. But having said that, when you spend money, you better deliver the goods.
Thanks very much for joining us, Paul Doolin, on aircom.net.
No problem, Sean.